I'm Holly Soubiea. I am the manager of Husbandry at Project Chimps. I have worked with Leo for 5.5 years since the day that he arrived here at Project Chimps. So when Leo first arrived, he was very bobbly and would kind of like zone out a lot. And in the last 5 years, we have seen that reduce over time. So we have seen a decrease in the frequency of those, as well as he has been introduced to 10 other females since he's been here. So all the caregivers that work with him have got to see him build relationships with those females. And over time, his relationship with the males changed. So it's just wonderful to watch in just a 5-year time span how much one chimp can change. Getting to watch him grow and make friends and just do better over time is why we're here.
I'm Sam Jones and I'm a caregiver at Project Chimps. I've worked with Leo for about 4 years. I think it's special to have a relationship with Leo just because he's grown so much over the last, he first got here, and just to be able to provide things for him, like just daily enrichment, like things like stuffed animals. He'll sit there and he'll have the best day of his life. If something you just gave him, or like being able to watch him go outside and explore more and more each time that he goes out, or just how he does build the relationships with the chimps and the humans that care for him. And it's just, he's changed so much over the last couple of years. One of my favorite Leo stories is he loves smaller stuffed animals, and he'll sit in his favorite room and just like kind of like a bobble with them. It's almost like he's talking to them, but obviously we don't know, but he just sits in the corner and just like moves it around and shakes his head as he's moving the stuffed animal around.
I'm Jill Mullen. I'm a caregiver at Project Chimps. I have worked with Leo for 5.5 years. I think one of my favorite things about him is when he decides he wants to be in a room, he stays in that room. I know we need him to move, but he will lay on his back, put his feet up on the wall, and just look at you upside down like, yep, I'm comfortable. I am not gonna move. I've seen that quite a few times because he's done that in Cubby One. He's kind of done that in the medical tunnel, and he just puts his feet up and he just says, I'm good. I don't want whatever you have. I'm just gonna stay where I'm at, and I'll move when I want to.
My name is Mackenzie, and I'm a caregiver at Side A the Chateau Villa at Project Chimps. So Leo's definitely a very special individual. Even in his group, he's got kind of a unique social standing in their group's hierarchy. He's not particularly high ranking by any means, but he isn't really treated stereotypically like the low ranking chimps normally are. Everyone in the group seems to understand that his mindset is just a little bit different. You know, they all came from the lab and they've all brought different experiences with them into retirement. And Leo definitely seems to have some more emotional and mental effects of his time at the lab. But he definitely, his mindset is a little bit more in flux compared to the rest of the chimps in the group. And seeing their patience with him and his relationships grow with them in return is been really valuable to experience.
My name's Fred. I am the caregiver supervisor for the South team at Project Chimps. The thing that got me and him kind of closer together was the fact that I would kind of tap dance for him. So he just loves boots. So I would just shuffle around in my boots whenever I was around him, and it just turned into a game. So as soon as he saw me and he saw me in my boots and I just started tap dancing for him, he thought it was hilarious, and he'd start tapping his fist with me along with the dancing. So like just doing that every day as an intern and then as an employee, it's like I don't think he even recognizes the fact that, you know, I'm a male and that he shouldn't like me anymore. He just is like, hey, it's Fred, we're gonna go play now. Kind of not being intimidated by the fact that he had that, you know, little bit of a wariness around males, and just kind of diving in and trying to form a relationship from the get-go really broke through.